Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is going to be a little review of the 7hz Legato. This is a new dual dynamic driver IEM. It's got one 12mm driver handling the low end and then one 6mm driver handling the mid-range and the treble. It is a driver configuration somewhat similar to something like the Truth or Critical Zero. I think this is a more resolving set than the Truth or Critical Zero, but very different tunings, and we'll get into it a little bit in the gaming portion. I do want to emphasize here that if you guys are subscribed to the channel and you leave a comment down below, I do have a second set of the Legato that I'm going to be giving away. If you guys are subscribed in 1 week, next Saturday, I will be giving away one of these sets for free. So definitely keep your eyes on that. I will cover shipping. You guys don't have to do anything. I just want to give back to the community. I do think that there are IEMs out of the box that I will try, and I will instantly think that there's going to be some sort of an issue here. And then there's other IEMs that I test and I try, and they kind of turn into little gems to me. I think the 7hz Legato is going to be a little gem for a lot of people. Let's get into why. I think the Legato is going to be a gem for a whole lot of people because you're actually getting a nice package for $110. The cable that comes with is actually pretty nice. The ear tips, I had absolutely no issue at all. Again, it's CNC aluminum shell that feels comfortable to use for 6 or more hours. On stream, I had absolutely no issue. But the main thing about this IEM is its tuning. With that 12mm handling the lower end, 6mm handling the mids and the treble, there is just such an overwhelming amount of sub bass and mid bass that this is unparalleled from other things kind of in that bracket of IEMs on my list, because generally speaking, a lot of those IEMs just don't handle separation very well at all. This having that 2-driver configuration, I actually found separation to not be that bad in gaming, at least not bad to the point where I could not recommend these. And with the tuning, with the driver configuration, overall, the imaging in Apex, the imaging in Valorant, I did not have any issue picking up audio cues around me in a 360-degree radius. Both in Valorant as well as Apex, when people are coming at me or above me vertically, I had no issue being able to perceive where above me or where below me they were, which is very important for both games, as you guys know. In terms of depth perception, I actually found these to have a good sense of depth perception, not quite as clear as something like maybe the Truth or Critical Zero, with a little more analytical nature, more emphasis on the mid-range compared to something that is more heavily focused on the lower region like the Legato. But the depth perception was good, and just surprisingly so. And despite me kind of doing audio cues in game or explosions going off and a lot of sub-bassy rumble, I found the separation to still be quite good. I could hear people from a distance, hear people close to me with Gibraltar ults going off, with Bangalore ults going off. And while you might feel a little bit less overwhelmed on something like the Truth or Critical Zero, I just didn't find it to be to the point where it became, again, overwhelming. And I think that's why these are kind of a gem, because you are getting an IEM that sounds so good for hip-hop and rap. If you're somebody who listens to a lot of reggae, you have a lot of that bass guitar, a lot of that rumble in your music, and you're looking for that punch, you're looking for that slam. This definitely provides it. And the fact that it carries over in-game to still provide a really fun experience, I don't really know of anything else on my list that kind of performs like this. There is the QKZ HBB, which has somewhat of a similar tuning, but I find the bass on this to be more textured. I find the IEM to be overall more resolving. And of course, there is the issue when you have that much sub-bass and mid-bass, and will it carry over to the mids? There was a little bit of carryover into the mids, and female vocals do sound a little bit deeper, not as natural, some, bright and sparkly on that upper region. But these are just such a fun, action-packed IEM that still perform very well for competitive purposes. I'm not going to recommend them over something like the Truth or Critical Zero, because at the end of the day, I think you're going to get more benefit with a cleaner, more analytical sound compared to something that's this bass heavy. But man, these were a lot of fun to use and something that still performed at a very high level. And I don't think I really have anything else that I've tested that sound quite like this, that still offer and provide a good level of separation. Everything that we're looking for: depth perception, verticality, to a level that I can recommend them for competitive purposes. So I really do think that the Legato is going to be very well perceived by a lot of people, especially at this price point. For $109, you're getting solid build quality, a solid tuning if you are looking for that fun sound. If you want to listen to Netflix, you want to, watch some Die Hard, some old school action-packed movies with a lot of explosions, these would be so much fun that they're definitely going to get a recommendation for me for entertainment, music if you're a bass head. Again, caveat, if you're a bass head, and definitely for gaming if you're looking for an IEM that performs well for competitive purposes, but offers that slam. So that is it for this one, guys. I'm going to add the Legato to the Wallhack budget tier list, but this is going to have a little caveat that it is going to be for your bass head or somebody who's looking for that slam, looking for that emphasis. These perform a lot better than the Moondrop Aria in terms of their competitive qualities. I think they even have and offer more slam with better separation, better imaging, and just overall better depth perception. Again, if you're looking for additional clarity, I would point you towards something like the Kiwi Ears Orchestra Lite. That is $250 compared to $110. Is it a worthwhile upgrade? I think so, but primarily for your competitive purposes, as well as if you're looking for a more clean, more analytical sound in your music listening experience. Again, these offer that bass head boominess, that fun that you're looking for if you are listening to something like some Biggie, some Tupac, and you want to just relax and listen to some action movies while you watch some Netflix. I think it's great. Again, it's going to be getting added to the list. I hope it helped, guys. If it did, please leave a sub to the channel. I'll see you guys in the next review. Peace.